Hello, just me from my Tesla electric car. Just bits and pieces on news and about electric vehicles, really. Um, it was mentioned today. Some I think it's an MP was saying about powering electric vehicles and the future of it, and they brought up hydrogen power. Hydrogen power. I think what they're talking about is hydrogen power. You put the hydrogen in the car, and the car is still actually electric because the hydrogen makes the power for the electric motor. Okay. Now, the problem is hydrogen is hard to get. It's expensive to make and hard to transport and hard to store. Now, the weird thing is, I'm a bit biased. I'm an electric car. My wife's got an electric car. Electric cars are perfect. So somebody pops up and says, hang on, let's do something else. We'll do something else. We won't concentrate all our efforts into solid state batteries, longer range vehicles. We'll think of something else to spread it out a bit, spread out the brain power. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's as if to say, oh, look how popular electric cars are getting now, how all the makers are bringing out new models. There's dozens of choices now, and 10 years ago, there's one or two, a Nissan Leaf or a Renault Zoe or a BMW i3. Really, the only three affordable mainstream cars. I mean, Tesla's there. I mean, they're just better anyway, but they're just too dear. So it's just the three to choose from. Now there's dozens. And so the success is staring in the face. So they say, what about hydrogen? And a lot of people, I know a lot of people who say, oh, well, yeah, hydrogen would be better, wouldn't it? You've got to transport hydrogen. You've got a load of the stuff, which is a problem with petrol and diesel fuel, with hydrogen. You're actually making the problem again. Extraordinary thing. And people think that's a good idea. We'll do that. Just don't get it. I mean, electric vehicles, generally PowerPoint, you know where you can charge an electric car? You can charge an electric car everywhere because every home's got a 3-pin plug. I mean, so much more than any petrol station. I mean, it's really slow. But everywhere has got a 3-pin charger. You can't ask for more, can you? Talk about infrastructure. In those terms, the infrastructure for electric vehicles is amazing. Far, far more than petrol and diesel. Absolutely incredible. Problem is, of course, the 3-pin chargers are slow, and I mean, every petrol station, every supermarket, everywhere that you park should have a 3-pin charger. I know they're really slow, but if you're stuffed, if you're going shopping, you're going shopping like a big shop, not a supermarket. You're going out for the day. You're going to have the day with Auntie, and you're going to shop, and you're going to have lunch, and you're going to be parked there for hours. Well, actually, a 3-pin charger gives you something. And it's the same thing, a 3-pin charge, you've got it at home. So, no hassle, easy as can be. You could go to a multi-storey car park and plug it into Fred, the security guard's office, with your electric car. Yeah, so, yeah, plenty of places to charge. But if you want to go somewhere, this is where it gets a bit of a bummer, because you need 50 kilowatt per hour charge minimum if you're going on a trip. But that's the way it is. And those are the ones that are short. But if you've got if you've got a long range car, you don't have to do it so much. Longer range, the better. Range is everything. I actually am annoyed about cars coming out now with 130 mile range. It actually annoys me. Because what they're saying is this is a city car, and they're saying that you won't use that car on a journey. But of course, you can use your fossil car. Well, that's the point. The whole point's gone down the pan. That's why Tesla are so far ahead. I mean, so far ahead for so many years. They never made a city car. They made a car. They made a car you can use for everything. And they knew, especially then, 10 years ago, when they first came out, it's actually about 8 years ago, they've gone so fast, so quick. They knew the weakness would be is charging. So what did they do? They put in their own supercharging network. I mean, it's just a revelation. If other companies had done that, if Fiat or Hyundai or Nissan or had made their own supercharging network, the world would be a very different place. Yeah, I mean, there'd be no objections to electric cars. The only reason everyone hasn't got those Teslas is because they're blooming dear. So, all car manufacturers, you want to sell your cars, make your own charging network. I mean, goodness me, Volkswagen, how big's that company? Make your own charging network. Volkswagen Superchargers. You do it. You've made the car. Apparently the car's quite good, a bit glitchy, because I don't know why it's really. They've had plenty of time to perfect it. They've had a role model to look at to sort of make the car perfect. They've got they can have a look at Tesla and make their car perfect. But anyway, they haven't. But anyway, it's getting close now. It's just a bit glitchy. But I do like the Volkswagen because it's rear-wheel drive, which electric cars must be, because it's sensible. And it's got a good range. And amazingly for Volkswagen, they're quite cheap. Well, that's quite a revelation because they're not cheap makers. So they've done that job. They haven't finished the job, have they? Where's the Volkswagen supercharger network? Where is it? Do the whole job. Didn't we do a bit of a job? Worldwide network of Volkswagen superchargers. Not there. Well, if they think it's too dear, I mean, if they think a private company like Tesla when it opened is more powerful than Volkswagen, apparently it is, because they can do what Volkswagen can't do. Amazing. Dyson thought he could do what Tesla's doing, but couldn't do. So come on, Volkswagen, come on, Nissan, come on, Hyundai. How about it? How about your supercharging network? I actually said to somebody brought he's online, he had a Kona, Hyundai Kona. And I said, where's Kona's supercharging network? Where's Hyundai's supercharging network? He was quite rude back to me. And I wasn't joking. I said, where is Hyundai's supercharging network? And he's quite rude, as if I said something scandalous. No. Where's Hyundai's supercharging network? Where's Ford's supercharging network? Come on now. And if they find it is too much for them, because Tesla can do it, but it's too much for them, okay, Ford, Hyundai, Kona, whatever, Kia, get together. They are actually Kia, Hyundai, and yeah, it's just those two. Yeah, they're pretty big, so they could get the supercharging network going. Surely Volkswagen can. Christ Almighty, what's wrong with you? Sort yourself out. So that's a bit of my moan for the day. That Tesla can do it, other companies can't, and it'd be an advert for them, put their label on it. I mean, it's a Tesla, it's a badge of genius, a badge of looking ahead, a badge of Elon Musk, who's obviously a very clever guy, because he was looking at electric car future way before anyone else. I mean, so impressed with Nissan Leaf, first mass production car that's affordable to be made. Fantastic. And then they stopped, because when they made their car, they had the battery, which hadn't got battery management. Everybody knows, anyone who's interested in cars know that famous Nissan Leaf battery management or non-management. So they started first and haven't progressed. They should be the leaders. But no, shall we do battery management on our Nissan Leafs? No. Why not? Well, it's a bit of effort, isn't it? So were they that keen? I just want to see. This is it. When you come to petrol and diesel car makers, well, that especially that many years ago, 10 years ago, they weren't that keen. In fact, I think they almost made it as a phase, you know. It's a phase we'll run out of electric cars. So they made the Nissan Leaf with a battery which overheats. They even got to Nissan Leaf, the early ones. I'm not sure the late ones have got it, but the early ones up to 2016, 18, 19, probably even the ones today. Amusingly, in a way, they've got a temperature gauge for the battery, which is kind of funny because what they're saying is our batteries overheat. So you can watch your battery overheat. So you can whiz down the motorway, all fine and lovely, but you're on a long trip. They're on a long trip, and batteries get a bit warm, but fine, no problem, because the car's zooming along, and the only cooling they've got is is nature, the wind blowing around it. So it's all fine. But it is a bit warm, but it's fine. It's okay. Pull into the charger, fast charger, plug it in. Right, now the warm battery is getting hot. It's getting really hot. And you can actually watch your battery overheat. And as the battery overheats, the battery starts to charge slower because it's overheating. And the performance of the car actually goes down as well when it overheats. It's extraordinary. People think, oh, goodness me. They think, we'll have to sort this out. No, they haven't. They haven't sorted it out at all. But they're sort of parent company because they're a bit interlocked now. Nissan and Renault are quite close. Probably got close due to electric cars, I think, because they made the Zoe. But the Zoe has got battery management, which is quite nice. Well, it is really nice. So they look after the battery. And they have continued. Nissan did this first off, but the Renault's carried on with it till late. It's only recently you can start buying Renaults without the battery lease. And so Renault's looked after their batteries because they're frightened they might have to replace the battery because they were leasing the battery to people, to the public. So you buy the car a bit cheaper because you're leasing the battery, but you don't own the whole car. You own the car without the battery. So you own an electric car, but you don't own the battery. Their excuse was saying, well, people will be reassured, not the fact that they're getting their 50 quid a month for on the battery. On an old battery, as the car gets older, still getting the £50 a month. And they're making sure that their battery stayed in good condition, so they had battery management. So it's quite a clever move of them to, it's quite, obviously for them, they really want to look after that battery because they don't want to give people a battery. And they only give people a battery if it goes below about 75% charge, which is quite a lump off. I mean, in those days, what the Renault Zoe, they did 80 miles. You certainly didn't want to lose 20% of your 80 miles, do you? You got bugger all anyway. Same with Nissan Leaf. So Nissan was sort of saying, you can have the battery now. This says way back they're selling the cars without the battery lease because they weren't going to look after the battery. So it's all right. You can have the battery. You can pay to fix it. Yeah, so that's it. So both Renault and Nissan have a bit of a fiddle. Renault's got the fiddle of leasing the battery, and it is a fiddle. It definitely is a fiddle. And everyone says it's not. Well, it is because, as I say, the batteries are great, are reliable in the Renault, the one you can claim back on if it went wrong. The Renault in the Nissan Leaf, the batteries are great. They're great as well, but it won't look after it because they don't water cool it, liquid cool it, or liquid heat it. And now Tesla, forefront. This is one of the reasons they're so quick. Other electric cars could be quick. Saying that, front-wheel drive electric cars can't be quick because the front-wheel drive, you never get any traction. So front-wheel drive electric cars, they're restricted for the power they've got. So you can't really go 0 to 60. It's plenty quick enough. 7 seconds is about as quick as you want to go with a front-wheel drive car because the wheels just spin. Electric car, no problem. 0 to 65 seconds. This is about that. This is rear-wheel drive, plenty of traction, especially with the batteries on the floor. So no problem. But that's Tesla, isn't it? Because everyone will hate me for saying, because Tesla are ahead of the game. and they get loads more performance. It's got loads more performance because the battery is managed left, right and centre, heating, cooling, how much it should be charged, even over the air updates. If they think your battery is degrading, it will help out. Everything will help out your battery because that's the main part of the car. No other, and don't let people get distracted by this, no other electric car company looks after its battery like Tesla does. That's why Tesla has got such performance, because performance is a big wrench on the battery. But Tesla have got such systems to look after the battery that it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so well, that's it really. So a proper electric car is a Tesla still. They're still 10 years ahead. I don't know why other people can't catch up when all they've got to do is get a Tesla and pull it apart and see how to make an electric car. I mean, the Teslas use different batteries. They use a battery with it's sort of like AA batteries, only thousands of them. But it's that sort of design, and they're all submersed in liquid, keeping them cool, keeping them cool, keeping them warm. Just looking after those batteries. Yeah. I mean, my dream car would be, we'll have to have a minimum of 100 kilowatt, even a small car with 100 kilowatt of battery size. It's all doable because, it's all doable because it's just the size of the battery. But I don't know if you ever see batteries, they're not that big. They're only, I don't know, about 8 inches thick, and they go under the floor. So I suppose what dominates the size of your output or your battery is the size of your floor, because you don't want the battery to be in front of the front wheels or behind the back wheels. You want it nice and central. It's for safety as well. So everyone can agree with that. So everyone knows where the battery's got to go. It can't be too high because it's heavy, and you want it low. The lower the better. So floor pan. I mean, I'm no expert, but I know what works. And if someone got an electric car with 50 kilowatt, say a new Zoe or a new Vauxhall, new Vauxhall Corsa, new Peugeot 208 electric, it could be made, could easily be made with a 100 kilowatt battery. An engineering company could put a false floor in. I mean, it's got a battery underneath the car, 50 kilowatt. Could put a battery 50 kilowatts above the floor level. You have to cut the floor, put the battery in. But it could just change so much. So you might as well start from the beginning, really. The other way round would be, I mean, SUVs are handy for a bigger battery because they've got a bit of ground clearance. I mean, you could have a double pack under, say, a Peugeot 2008. Raise the suspension a bit more. In fact, a lot of people like that. It'd be a bit butch, but you raise the suspension, just saying, put the battery pack in with 100 kilowatt, and quite nifty. You have a car there which has got a range of about getting on for 400 miles. And to be honest, I think 400 miles is the range you need. And people say, of course it's not. You only do 20, 30 miles an hour. Yeah, of course you do. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to go to Devon. Sometimes I want to go to Devon and come back again without charging it, because I don't want to play Hunt the Charger. I mean, I could be persuaded to play Hunt the Charger if I had a Renault and Renault had a charging network, or if I had a Volkswagen and a charging network. I'm sitting in a Tesla. It has got a charging network. But I mean, that's not perfect, because even though it's got quite a few charges, it still means generally you're unlikely to hit upon a Tesla supercharger en route, because they're not plentiful. They're not like petrol stations. Even though, as I say, electric cars have got more charging points than any petrol diesel car, because there's literally in this country 1 billion charging points for an electric car. It's in every home has got several. dozens in fact. But so that's my rant for the day. I want, if charging network, come on car makers, make your own, get it together. Like, I mean, you've got a template. You've got a template for the car. You've got a template for the charging network. What's wrong with you? I mean, are you that weak, Volkswagen? Are you that weak, Nissan, that you can't do it? That a private company has managed to do it and you can't? This private company has managed to do it worldwide and you can't? Come on, do it. Get it together. Get this stuff in order, for goodness sake. You must be able to do it. Don't look like fools. I mean, I think that might be one of the things that's put them off making electric cars, other makers. They're looking foolish compared with Tesla. So get it together. 20 minutes. Nobody's going to be watching this to the end anyway. So nobody's heard my rant at the end anyway. So I'll see you soon and have a super, well, you can't have a super time, can you? But hopefully things will get better. Oh, I've had my jab and I'm still alive. I had it a few days ago and no after effects and all good. Everybody go have your jab. Well, I could go down the line. Some people say, no, I don't want a jab. Why should I be forced to have it? We're not forced to have a jab. Why should I be coerced to have a jab? Because I don't have my jab. I can't go to the pub because I might need, or I can't go to work because work people say I should have a jab. So why should I have a jab? But they also say, so let's go on TV the other day. She says, oh, it is a good thing. It is a good thing for other people to do. Other people should have the jab. Well, Christ almighty, how selfish are people getting these days? Yeah, I don't want the jab, but other people should have it. For me. And I shouldn't be, I shouldn't have to have the jab. Unbelievable. Selfishness is unbelievable. Yeah, the jab is for other people. Other people. Disgraceful. Anyway, I'm going now, so I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.